Hello, everybody. My name is Sifu Avi, or my full name is Anthony Compagnone. And I just wanted to start sharing with you a little bit about who I am as a human being and as a person, and not just as a martial arts teacher. When I go back and I look at some of the comments that people start writing about what it is that I'm showing you and teaching you, there are always comments that are derogatory and are there to try to cut you down and to make you feel bad about yourself. But I want to say to all of you, remember that we as human beings are manifestors of our own reality, and we can do whatever we want to do in life. All we need to do is set the intention, put it out there in the universe, and it will manifest. And it's always much easier to destroy something or someone than it is to create or to bring someone up another level. Excuse me. Today I'm wearing all white. I have my white kippah on and I'm done for the day. Today is actually Shabbat, so I'm just going to be relaxing a little bit. By profession, I have in my my bio that I am a pediatric bilingual speech and language pathologist, and I do have my master's degree in that. I have a bachelor's degree in French and Italian literature and philosophy, and I used to teach French and Italian as well. But then I switched over to speech and language pathology because I wanted to go deeper into language. So for the past 35 years, I've been working with very small children. I've worked with children of all ages, but I specialize in birth to 3 children with autism and Down syndrome and all different types of communicative disorders that affect the communication system. And I work primarily only in the Hispanic community. So yo hablo español también si tengo que hacerlo, porque estoy hablando español todos los días. I speak Spanish all day long with the families I'm working with. Io posso parlare italiano anche se io devo farlo, e je parle français aussi. I also do speak French and Italian, and ik kan Nederlands spreken als ik moet. Because I lived in Belgium, I had to speak Flemish as well. And one of the languages I really love is Latin. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people out there that speak Latin. So one of my other passions that I have besides martial arts, it's the love of language. And it's something that's carried me through my entire career as a speech and language pathologist. And even as a martial artist, I've learned that the diversity in cultures and languages and grammars in people is really what makes you as a human being. It's not always staying in the same place and doing the same thing all the time. It's really becoming diversified in what it is that you do as a human being. I need a drink. About 10 years ago, I opened up as a channeler, which is another profession that I have, and I run a business called Blue Soul Earth. And you can check me out on YouTube channeling, and my wife and I run this business from Northern California. It's a spiritual business. So as a channeler, I have this unique ability to channel energy that takes hold, channels, and it becomes one. The higher self becomes one with all things. And when I'm teaching Kung Fu, when I'm practicing as a speech and language pathologist, I channel my energy into the child to help this child become something greater in this particular moment where he or she is at. And when I'm practicing martial arts, I do the same exact thing. As a spiritual leader, though, when I channel, I allow my higher self to come through along with everything else that's there. The primary beings that come through when I channel is Miriam of Magdal, or Mary Magdalene, and the being that we know as Jesus, who will refer to himself as Yeshua. And these are the two beings, along with the others that I've been practicing with for the last 11 years, 11 or 10 or 11 years as a channeler. And the information that's come through to me as a channel is that this is a perception of our own reality and that everything is connected. The idea of God, source, is not just in us, but it is us. That we are the consciousness of God itself. And when you know this information and you practice it, you look at things as divine, or as divine as you possibly can, and you find the divinity in all things. Now, when I practice my martial arts and I show you techniques, different ways of striking and hitting, I find the divinity in that as well. Even though I'm hitting a heavy bag and I know that this can hurt somebody, but you have to be able to find the divinity in all things. That's the work. And it's not easy. It is not easy to see the divinity in hurting somebody. That's not easy to do. And it's not easy to find a divinity in some of the things that we see occurring in this world. But if you can do that, if you can take the time and focus your energy on love and passion for what you love to do, on the good things in life, in being in service to people, then you've found something special. Because really, in truth, that's what it's all about. It's not about criticizing people, making fun of people, putting them down. That's so easy to do. Writing nasty things about people. That's easy to do. But what is most difficult is to get out there on YouTube, if you will, and create something unique. Show people who you are. Many of them may not like you, but then again, there may be many that do and that will listen. But give a message of love, of passion, encouragement. Not something of doomsday, something that's going to hurt people. That's of no value whatsoever, and it doesn't serve anyone. So stick to your guns, if you will. Have courage. Have confidence. Don't listen to what people are telling you. Go out and create, and don't stop. Be the manifestors of your own reality. Because in truth, we can create our own heaven and our own hell. We have to perceive life the way what life has given to us. And if you don't like your profession, you don't like where you live, then change. I did. About 12 years ago, I moved to Northern California and I made a huge change in my life. And then something spectacular happened. I became a channeler. I never expected it, but it just happened. Oftentimes when you are focusing a great deal on breath work, as I did through my Kung Fu and all my beautiful forms and beautiful movements, combining your breath with your motion, and through yoga, combining your breath with your motions, something happens during your meditations, through the Prana Yama that you're doing, through all of the Qigong that you do. Something happens, and something happened to me that I never expected. And I hope that through the practice of your own martial art, or whatever it is that you truly are passionate about, that something spiritual wakes up in you, that you discover that you're so much more than just this physical perception of reality, that you two are connected to everything, and everything is connected to you, and that there are energies around us always here to assist us, be it our higher self, angelic realms, our ancestors, whatever it is, it's here to assist you. Be receptive. Those that have eyes to see, see. Those that have ears to hear, hear. Listen, observe, and watch others. Learn from others. And when you learn from others, take that information in and then create something unique, something that is uniquely you. Again, I'm 61 years old. I think I've told you guys that before. And I am continually always recreating myself in a new way. Oftentimes, people will ask me when I'm in channel, they'll ask the channel, what is my purpose in life? And the channel will ask them, well, what are you passionate about? And they'll say, well, I don't know. And the channel will respond, well, if you don't know, then we don't know. You need to take responsibility of what you are passionate about. Create it, and then go with it. And it's incredible, because when you find that passion, you create something unique for the world and for yourself. And then you can find the contentment, the happiness, and the love of who you really are as a human being. As I said before, if you are critical of others, you dislike others, you complain and you piss, moan, and whine all the time about your life, it's like looking in the mirror. The mirror is going to give you the same exact energy that you have given to it. What you put into the universe is what the universe gives back to you. Put love into the universe, encouragement, peace, confidence, service to others, and it will come back to you tenfold. Live by the sword, you die by the sword. It's so simple. Basically, if you live with anger, resentment, hate in your heart, that is what's going to come back to you. And it's not a very good life. It's a little bit like living in hell. So when I teach martial arts, I'm giving back a little bit to my own community. Excuse me. I give back to my Jewish brothers and sisters not to be afraid to wear your kippah, not to be afraid to wear your Star of David, not to be afraid to wear the tzitzit, not to be afraid. Be who you are in this lifetime. Love who you are in this lifetime. Show people who you are. Be kind to others. Little acts of service, of kindness. Right thought, right speech, right sight, right profession. These are the things that make us humans as human beings, as compassionate beings. And you practice that every day. You have to find that practice. In the videos that I start to produce for you, when it comes to my art form, Chinese Dragon Kempo Kung Fu, I'm going to show you some things about meditation, things about how to control your breath, how to take in energy and how to give energy, because it's what I'm passionate about. Remember, we are multi-dimensional beings having multi-dimensional experiences in a multiverse. And that's an amazing, incredible experience. My name is Sifu Avi, and it is my honor and privilege to be with you all. Be of peace, be of joy, be of grace, and be of gratitude. And share these qualities of being a human being with others. Shabbat Shalom.